Double checking the mic, everything's good. Hello once again, everyone. I am back with some more Final Fantasy XIV New Game Plus for A Realm Reborn. So last time we left off, we fought Titan. Some of the Scions have been captured by the Garlean Empire, and we need Sid Garland's help to get an airship to hopefully get them back. And also slay Garuda. and after exposing a conspiracy involving dragons, since for the people of Ishgard, we are now ready to get our airship back from the Stone Vigil. Sorry it took so long to get this going, because took a while to get dinner ready. And it looks like I'm lagging. Shut up now. Time to come to me. And annihilate. Actually, hold on, how bad is this lag? Oh, and I think I also forgot to put in the cutscene. Well, at least we'll be getting the ending one. 59 FPS, so things should be going as normal. Why not? I could use the extra treasure. There we go. I regret this choice. Alright. And zap. And boom. Cock-a-bluey. Catch it again, nice sprites. Catch it again. Ah, here we are. Two polyglots is all I need. Here we are. I doubt it's gonna be that simple, Alphino. Okay, but you might want to hurry. Yep. Of course. You're not wrong. Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. Boop. See? It handled me. I handled it just fine. Turn it into a void dragon. Oh, how generous. Nice. Yes, I'm fine. Well, thank you for your concern. What do you take me for? Very well. Anchors away! Ah, how I've longed for the more agreeable climate of the Tweleswood. Yet, I will not deny the Holy See has had its charms. Endless detours aside, our Ishgarian jaunt proved quite an adventure. Alas, our work is far from done. We still have an airship to repair and a primal to slay. No rest for the heroic, eh? You alright there, mate? Okay. Oh? Hmm. We're not gonna be in trouble if it's corrupted, are we? Hmm. Well, alright then. Lambertians. Alrighty then. Yeah, off the camp dry bone. Hmm? Why yes, I am Professor Lambertian. Beg pardon, you wish to hear about my research on corrupted crystals? Truly? Well, nothing would give me greater pleasure than to discuss my work with a fellow man of science. Oh, so rare it is to find fellow intellectuals in this region. It is even rarer to find one capable of comprehending the nature of corrupted crystals. Come to think of it, there was another, a hermit to whom the church had given sanctuary. Curious fellow, unsociable, rather daft at first impression, yet possessed of an amazing affinity toward scientific pursuits. What to the matter at hand? Did you say you wish not to conduct field observations, but to harvest a corrupted crystal? Gods, man! At least take the necessary precautions so that you do not suffer from exposure to its harmful energies. I'm beginning to wonder if you have sufficient qualifications to handle such hazardous materials. Still, your ignorance is somehow endearing. Luckily for you, I have precisely the means by which these inherent dangers may be averted. Simply store the crystal you seek within this water pot to protect yourself from its deleterious effects. So I suppose you'll be bombarded with its energies until you place it within the vessel. Well, perhaps it shall motivate you to work quickly. In any case, take the pot to Hahasako, a student of mine monitoring the flow of ether at Highbridge. Explain to him your quest, and he shall instruct you in the final point of crystal harvesting. The moment I see Ishgardian Snob, that's the kind of voice I want to go with. How many times must I be made to explain myself? I am not contemplating suicide, you imbecile. I have chosen this precise position to perform scientific measures. What have we here? A containment vessel? What? This is the work of Professor Lambertian. You thieving knave, I shall call for that. Oh, you see the man himself lent it to you. Then you must have sought me out per his instructions, which means he believes my experience, enough to expound upon his explanations. Alas, and recognition I so rightfully deserve. Frabjous day. Hello, Calais. I should be chosen to guide this man. Yes, I, Hamasako, greatest of Professor Lambertian's pupils, shall see that you successfully quarry your quarry. Your timing is impeccable, in fact. For I was just preparing to procure corrupted crystals for the burning wall from the burning wall for my personal research. The devastating destruction caused by the calamity has blessed us with a bounty of supplies and specimens. But something tells me that not but a perfect peace will satisfy your high standards. In which case, you must needs descend to the deepest depths, amidst the flowing waters, and the murderous Mirrorites lies the most fantastic formation I have found thus far. Take this highly advanced researcher's tool and use it to separate a small fragment from the large cluster. Place it within the watered pot and bear it back to me for inspection. The path which lays from Burgundy Falls to the base of the burning wall is treacherous and terrifying. But advance with appropriate caution and you shall surely survive. Yeah, if I feel like walking. Let me try that again. Yeah, if I feel like walking. I'll just drink some more water here. Huh. I see you found the glumping. I see you come glumping back. Glumping back. Have you the crystal then? What a prodigious large and lovely crystal! Professor Lambertian will doubtless chortle with joy when you present it to him in person. Oh, and upon your return, do remember to recount how I helped you with your harvesting.
My keen scholar sense tells me you've obtained a corrupted crystal. Am I right? If you would grant me a moment to examine the crystal... Ah! It is as you desired. A corrupted crystal overflowing with wind-aspected ether. Right. Remind me, for what purpose do you intend to use this crystal again?
And, well, you see...
What? To breach a barrier comprised of wind, aspect, and ether? Oh dear, that may prove problematic, as this crystal would only serve to strengthen the barrier. I suppose I am at fault for not inquiring as to your objectives from the start. Had I known your intent, I would have never sent you to Hahasako. But what is science if not trial and error? And you can truly say that this failure has taught you nothing? Think, man. You now understand the methods necessary to safely collect a corrupted crystal. You will doubtless have no difficulty doing so once more. What's more, the crystal you collected can serve as an invaluable resource for the ethereal studies conducted by the students of Baldesion. You've heard of them? Well, I don't mean to boast, but I have a professional relationship with the organization. Not as equals, of course. I would never be so bold as to claim that level of expertise. Oh, you're right. Your eyes seem to have glazed over for a moment. Anyway, I shouldn't keep you from your task. There's still a corrupted crystal to find.
Alright. What am I supposed to be looking for then?
Corrupted crystals of sufficient size and strength are not all that common, I fear. Fortunately, one of my other students, Siana, claims to have discovered another promising site in Eastern Lanosia. Wait, that's not correct. Eastern Lanosia, that's where she was nearly killed when wandering too close to an Imperial castrum. Now that made for an amusing antidote. It was Western Lanosia, Pharaoh-Theris, on the Isles of Umbra to be precise. I can't recall her exact reasoning, something to do with one of Dalamon's talons or some such nonsense. What can I say for certain is that she is still in Ailport attempting to gain access to the Isles. When I travel there and see if Siana's inquiries bear fruit, if you can look past the cross of violent ways of the local pirates, you may find your time there to be quite pleasurable. Oh, and do not forget to take your makeshift watered pot. Let's think you're unprepared for the task.
Oh no, wait, it was up. It'll be the last. Eh? Corrupted crystals? Sir, I've no interest in being the butt of your jokes, so if no other reason for addressing me, kindly leave me be. Well, I'll be damned. Professor Lambertian didn't send you. Beg your pardon. It seems we got off on the wrong foot. I am Siana, the greatest of the Master's pupils. But just doubtless why he bid you seek me out. Indeed, I am an accomplished scholar with an extensive background in... Oh, gods! Just listen to me prattle on and on. I must have given this introduction a dozen times by now. As I told the professor in my many missives, I believe that the area surrounding Pharaoh-Sirius is replete with corrupted crystals of exceptional strength. Unfortunately, I've yet to test my hypothesis, as all access to the Isles of Umbra is prohibited at present, for reasons unknown to me. You see, my attempts to acquire this information are often met with annoyance and disdain. It's rather puzzling, since I always take the time to explain my motivations in great detail to the subjects of my questioning. You will have better luck wresting information from these yellow jackets. I've all but given up at this point. Oh, you startled me. Don't you know that better than to sneak up on a person at a time like this? What with all the faultless gossip of spirits and specters haunting the Isles of Umbra? Just because I know it's nonsense doesn't make it any less frightening. Ghosts. I mean, we did go through a haunted mansion, so...
You're keen on traveling to the Isles of Umbra? What else, lad? Are you drunk or just crazy? Ain't nothing there but death. Death and more death.
The Isles of Umbra? What interest have you in that godforsaken place? Ever since we were forced to abandon Pharaoh Sirius, the Isles have become not more than a graveyard for ships unable to navigate the shores, and a purgatory for the souls dragged down to the depths with them. Oh, Falzen, you've returned. Tell me of your findings. Really? You're possibly behind this? It's a very interesting development. Take a moment while I gather my thoughts. Why not, my friends? I've given your findings some thought, and I've concluded that this talk of spirits is not more than local folklore. As for why all the travels to the Isles of Umbra is restricted, well, maybe it's considered too dangerous, owing to the abandonment of Pharaoh Sirius. Yes, well, anyway, while you were questioning those yellow jackets, I paid a visit to the local pub. Since even an esteemed scholar like myself enjoys dulling her wits on occasion. It was there that I heard a man named Skyfrin, who was recently detained after returning from, wait for it, the Isles of Umbra. This is the first I've heard of someone actually traveling to and from there, but I'm curious as to how he obtained permission. Mind having a chat with him in my stead? He was arrested after all, and I'm somewhat reticent to approach him myself.
To go back. He calls me. Stings me. Oh, Modi, I'm sorry.
Bess, he was right. Or release me? Yes, release me. We'll go and tell her. Let me go to her. Okay, this guy's crazy. If it was singing, Harpy. Harpies, or in this case, sirens. What did Skyfern have to say? That's not terribly helpful. I could care less how much he misses his favorite bar wench. And what was this about a man named Mimidoa? Wait, I know that name. That's the bastard who grabbed my ass the other day at the pub. Well, if he wants to give him that feather, be my guest. I'm not going anywhere near him and his wandering hands. Fair enough. Why is he a Lalafell?
Another initiate area? No, then what are you? Speak up, son, I can't hear you. Bugger me, is this what I think it is? No, couldn't be. Found this, you say? What did you say you found it? What did you say? Was hoping to have a word with the lad, but it sounds like there's not left twixt his ears. He was supposed to help patch up Pharaoh Sirius, he was. Company sent me to supervise a lot of them. Weren't getting work done on their own, see? Half of them walked off, half of them ran off, and half of them vanished. Up and vanished. Well, say it, you've been looking for passage to the Isles of Umbra? Why didn't you say so? I've been thinking of dispatching someone to take a look on behalf of all Mim and Noah. Tell him how the land lies. Nobody be interested till you come a-calling. Whole port's up in arms about spirits and so forth. If I had the gill, I'd hire some sellswords and let them sort it out. But you'll do in a pinch, you will. Show this parchment to the skipper and you'll see you there and back.
you went and had a word with Mimadoa. I hope the valuable time you saw fit to waste amounted to something. You mean that disgusting creature was Skyfriend's superior? I find that hard to believe. This written passage, but this rite of passage does appear to be genuine, so it must be true. I must say, it's a relief to work with such an industrious man as you. I look forward to hearing of the discovery you make on the Isles of Umbra. Without me. Uh-oh. There we go. Oh no. I think the lag is getting worse. Fine, fine. I failed to see the justification for dragging me along with on your journey, but if you insist, I will go as well. But 12 as my witness, if you leave me behind to be devoured by some horrid abomination, I shall come back to haunt you. Wouldn't be the first thing trying to haunt me. Take me to the Isles of Umbra, he bids. As if it's as simple as... Oh. So you gotta write a passage. Alright then, climb aboard. Turns out it is that simple. This doesn't seem all that bad. I'm not saying I'd like to build a summer home here, but what the hell's with this? You'll take your pot and go on without me. You've harvested corrupted crystals before, right? So if it isn't as though you require my assistance, speak to the man guarding the gate and I'm sure he'll let you in. Now, if you'll please excuse me. Coward. Beg your pardon, sir. But how did you come here? Access to this island is strictly restricted. Is currently restricted. Not pot? What shall I follow? Oh, I see. You wish to harvest a corrupted crystal. Sorry, friend, but you may have to return empty-handed. Then let me in. Time is of the essence. The word of Master Mimadoa gave you the... It may grant you access to the island, but only authorized personnel may proceed past this point. Why you ask? Look up and see for yourself. When the giant mass of crystal struck the lighthouse, it caused severe damage to both the structure and the machinery within that once powered the beacon. Contrary to what the small folk would have you believe, the fires of Pharaoh Sirius were not the product of a major thaumaturgy or a colossal arcane bomb, but an elaborate contraption fueled by ethereal energy. Repairs are still ongoing, but it's anyone's guess when they'll be complete. Worse, all work has ceased since rumors of the dead drove off our entire crew. Not that those rumors are incorrect. We observed the fiends from a distance, at the ship's graveyard to the south. What strolled into our shores is still a mystery, though. I'll make you a deal, Mausen. I may unravel this mystery, and I'll bring you your corrupted crystal. In fact, I shall begin searching for one that satisfies your requirements. As for where to begin your inquiries, he's into the situation. So happens that a party of 3 adventurers came ashore not long ago, seeking to scavenge valuable trinkets at the ship graveyard. Be surprised if they knew nothing of the undead infestation, so it might behoove you to question them. And how did they get passage? It's all there for the taking. 5 bleeding years worth of wreckage and their cargo. But those queer dead things, and that voice, actually the voice was quite nice. What's that voice? That single fleeting verse. I can still hear it. Stay clear of the southern shore, friend. It took every ounce of my strength to resist. You saw them too, right? Dead people, just shambling about without a care in the world. When they do seem to care, that is. start shuffling toward the water. This talk of an alluring voice is disturbingly familiar, as if it's impossible. They're all dead. They... But they have returned. I mean... Oh, beg your pardon, I was just, thinking about something. Which reminds me, I received word from that Master Mimidoa would be arriving any moment. Apparently he grew tired of waiting for that lanky young lad with the 1,000-yard stare to return. Which I'm assuming is you. Hey! Boy. I don't know what sort of arrangement you had, but you should probably go and explain yourself. What's been keeping you, initiate? Ain't getting any younger, you know. The money-voiced harlot's been calling out to folk who wander near the ship graveyard. It stirred up the dead and all. Bloody hells, this takes me back to the days as a cannon boy, settling under old Miss Beard. They wouldn't dare, would they? Not the lesson we learned them last time. They bloody would, though, wouldn't they? Racing up biddies. Some folks said as the first purge would be the last, and I knew deep down in me bones as this day would come, and come it has. I bet my bum ear are sirens behind all this. Nay, not one of the sanguine variety, initiate. I speak of the other kind. Them what got feathers, lure sailors to a watery grave with their sweet, sweet song. Oh, but it don't end there. No, drowning's just a start. Even in death, a man stays bound to the base, forced to do her bidding till his corpse can't do it no more. 'Tis a fate I wouldn't wish on me worst enemy, except maybe in a drink and I'd regret after. Any road, 'tis up to us. Thought that hell's born hussy she takes another soul. Of course we can't send you marching off to war without these. Siren don't have no power over a man as can't hear her sob. It's lucky for you I carry a spare. And lucky for the both of us, I'm a superstitious old sod, eh? Well, she ain't coming to us, so you best head to her. The ship graveyard, initiate. These are earplugs, aren't they? Once again, there's still some lag at play. It's as if she passes near the shore, be sure to spy the campfire and come looking. Just a matter of waiting. I hear an organ. A harpy. Frickin' heck. I don't like the looks of this. Okay. That's it. Am I right? Bear no that initiate. Happy as a sailor in a whorehouse I am. Because I'd be happy as a sailor with 2 horses if we'd got into the songstress. But you can't have everything, can you? She'll not come running around here again, though. Not for a while, any road. And if she does, well, we know what to do, don't we? Thanks for the help, Fuck me, I clear forgot your name. Remind me. Belzen? Don't recall having no initiate by that name. But if you're not me, old mate, then what's the name? What? I've been so bloody helpful. Never mind. Be seeing you, lad. So I'm just that damn good. You mean it was a siren? But how were you able to resist her song? I see. I had heard that Master Memodia was involved in the first purge, but I never actually... If I found an ordeal like that, I can't blame him for carrying earplugs around with him. Anyway, I have something for you. Of the crystal you wanted, safely sealed within the pot, just as you requested. Please take it with my compliments. Actually, this is faster. It's free anyway. Oh, it's you. Welcome, Hazen. You look remarkably hale, I must say. More importantly, alive. You are alive, aren't you? No, I'm a ghost. Ah, a conquering hero returns bearing a gift. Might I have a closer look? So, very impressive indeed. Yes, I think you'll be quite pleased with this specimen. Congratulations, Alden. Seldom if ever have I encountered a corrupted crystal composed of such a volatile overabundance of fire-aspected ether. What? You wanted a corrupted crystal composed of ice-aspected ether to counteract the effects of a raging wind? Well, this specimen won't help you there. Anyone who knows anything about the elements could tell you that. We'll just have to keep looking, I suppose. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna kill you, researchers. Then show me a place where I could find exactly what I'm looking for. Don't fret now. I know exactly where to find a corrupted crystal comprised of ice-aspected ether. An associate of mine in Gridania has been studying the effects of one such crystal on living beings. What's that expression? I thought you'd be pleased to hear this news. This is not another wild dodo chase, I assure you. What's better is that this time, you needn't use that warded part of yours to protect yourself from his crystal's energies. Hayden's findings suggest it is quite safe. Why, you ask? Well, let's just say it has undergone a unique process that's rendered such precautions unnecessary. Anyway, do not let me keep you. It has been a pleasure, Velzen. Come back and see me sometime, alright? Let's... This better be the right one. Greetings and salutations. Master Skycloak, I presume? Sienna informed me of one of your adventures in Aleport. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Though, as Professor Lambertian is fond of saying, no action taken in the name of science is ever truly wasted. As the matter at hand, corrupted crystals possessing the properties you seek will be found in abundance at the standing shores following the calamity. Alas, that is no longer the case. And while there is one suitable crystal that remains to be found within the Wellswood, precisely where it is at any given moment is more difficult to say. Permit me to explain. You are familiar with Spriggans, yes? The very little rascals that are wont to seek out ores and other stones? Well, one such creature with an infamously insatiable appetite has single-handedly devoured every corrupted crystal in the Trailswood. Fortunately for you, these crystals take an eternity to digest. Assuming they can even be digested, I'm reasonably confident that one still resides within his gut. Are you serious? This is quite fascinating, really. My theory suggests that my theory is that this Giggity first consumed a corrupted crystal when... You couldn't care less about this, could you? To the point, then. Giggity seldom makes his presence felt unless there is particular fine fodder to be had. Therefore, we shall require a lure, and have precisely the sort he will find impossible to resist. Simply place this true heart. Shall save the story of the origin of its unusual name for another occasion. Outside the Spriggan's lair, and wait for the opportune moment to pounce. As for the method by which you retrieve the crystal from his guts, I shall leave that to your discretion. I'm just gonna rip it straight out of his stomach, because I do not want to do it the other method. I do not want to do the other method of trying to get. Because I do not like the idea of doing the other method. The method of getting a Jarite from a stone giant in World of Warcraft. Those of you who know exactly what I'm talking about. If you know what I'm talking about, brownie points to you. This better be the right one this time. Hey, do not sneak up on me like that. I was engrossed in... Wait. That... Oh, what is that god-awful smell? Spriggan turd. My word, this is a particularly beautiful crystal. I suppose my supposition was not mistaken. Ah, I also see that you weren't averse to digging through Spriggan entrails for your prize. We are a furry friend in debt of gratitude, you know. This thick coating of digestive juices is protecting us from the harmful effects of the crystal, just as the water pot you once used did. I'm so glum, friend. You finally Are you shitting me? You finally obtained the corrupt crystal you sought, one overflowing with earth aspected ether. Ice, you idiot! Ice! Calm down, I jest. It is comprised of ice-aspected ether, worry not. I suppose the joke was in poor taste, considering your previous 2 attempts were for naught. Yeah, it really was. Beg your pardon, Thousand. I forgot to return your crystal to you. Oh, there was a message for you from Professor Lambertian. Something about a man named Marcus? Apparently the professor misses the intellectual stimulation. Forgive me, I should have written it down. It occurs to me that I have yet to ask why you needed the crystal. You're not planning anything nefarious, are you? It would reflect poorly on me and my research if it was used for evil ends. Well, perhaps it's best I remain ignorant. I didn't become the professor's greatest pupil by filling my head with unnecessary information. Good. Greetings, sir. Do you wish to proceed to your vessel? All repairs and modifications have been completed, Valden. Once you bring me that crystal, nothing will stand between us and Garuda. We'll need to run some tests to be sure. This looks to be exactly what we need. Why not, Valzen? See that your hard work doesn't go to waste. The Enterprise is already more than a common airship. Mark my words. Oh wait, I'm not supposed to say this out loud. Force of habit. I see lines and I want to say out loud. Oh boy, here we go, Garuda. According to my tests, the device is now functioning in perfect harmony with the crystal, meaning we can leave whenever you're ready. You must understand. Tests can only tell one so much. Unless we approach the Howling Eye, until we approach the Howling Eye, until we attempt to breach the barrier itself, I cannot be sure this will work. I think it only fair to tell you that there's a small but statistically significant chance that the crystal could trigger a massive. Maybe it's better that we remain positive. Also, I want to thank you for reuniting me with my ship, trusting in me to develop this plan for everything. You helped me to rediscover a part of myself I'd forgotten, not the man I was. I do not know if I ever shall be, but I do know one thing. This feels right. My apologies for the sudden outpouring of sentiment. I would have waited until after the mission, but will you understand?
There. She's ready.
Ah, she stirs.
I can't exactly grab your hand. I'm short.
To Kurthus, and an audience with the Harpy Queen Garuda. Enterprise, engage.
Set sail! He's Garlean.
Damn it! Ah, I once flew in this airship, and I was not alone. There were adventurers on board. Adventurers like you. Just how long have I worn these damn goggles? Ah, yes, I fancied myself a trendsetter in my younger days. The young prodigy, admired by all, exactly like his father. Born and raised in Garlemald. It was only natural that the precocious young student should become an engineer. Had his father not done the same? Father, when did we stop seeing eye to eye? When did Meteor become your everything, and your loved ones cease to matter? You abandoned us all, but he was there for me, Father. There for me when you were not. Though he proved no better in the end. Gaius was just another man, with an all-consuming obsession. And so I ran, left the Empire behind and came to Eorzea, where I built the ironworks.
And now for something that makes little sense to me. I mean, seriously, how did I do that?
Ah yes, it was then that I first donned these goggles.
I mean, I don't get it.
Eorzea opened my eyes. It was home to so many manner of people, each with their own hopes and dreams. People worth saving, and so I fought beside them. I wanted to prove that my knowledge could serve a nobler purpose. I wanted to prove that there was another way. And it all began that day when I found my new home. I had forgotten how wonderful it was. The wind in your hair, the endless sky. That light. It was you, wasn't it? It's surprising how few people know this, but all pure-blood Garleans have a third eye. Perhaps mine helped me recognize you, or perhaps it was just a lucky guess.
Still have no clue how I did that, though.
The Enterprise was made for this, to carry Eorzea's protectors into battle. I am proud to be able to call her my own.
Sid? What exactly do you remember?
Alphinaud, my boy. Sorry to have been such a burden. I remember everything.
Or as much as an amnesiac can.
My name, my people, and my purpose. Everything. Come, it would be rude to keep Garuda waiting.
There it is. Made it. A whole lot efforts, a whole lot travails. All of it was for this. Be pretty thousand, but the end is nigh, be it hers or our own. Alright. Here we go then. Duty support. None of that. Howling eye. Let's go. Mommy. Kobolds. Lizardmen. Oh, I got a bad feeling about this. And again, I did voice Titan in Ifrit, so I forgot to voice Garuda, but at the same time, I don't think I can. Can you even fight? Like, I know Alphinaud can fight. Eh? You do realize that's not going to work, right? I mean, you're hot, but at the same time, you're also not my type. Ooh, you underestimate my power! What a beautiful green crystal you leave behind. That apparently can phase through my hats just as easily as my staff can. The circle is complete. What? You're still alive?
Why do you not tremble at my might? Why do you not beg for mercy? Why do you not die?
Oh, so now she has a voice.
We've done it!
Ah!
Garuda,
It is!
kill you all!
Is that all?
Oh boy.
O Lady of the Vortex, O mighty Garuda. Of all primals, the most terrible, I say again, is that all?
Gaius!
Ah, Sid, my boy, you look well. For one who has forsaken kin and country. I wonder what else you will forsake before the day is done.
Hey, Darth Vader, where are my friends?
What?
What exactly did you hope to accomplish here this day? Well, I shall accomplish far more.
Is that all? Is that all? Insolent mortal! I shall make you suffer! That foul stench! I see now. She has touched you! Very well.
Seven hells, does she still mean to fight?
Our Lord of the Inferno Almighty Freed brought us succor in our hour of need.
Save us, Titan, Lord of Crags! It hurts us so! The pain! The pain!
What is she? 12 preserve. She cannot mean to.
Oh, 3 primals? You're a freaking lunatic. This might be pushing my limits here.
No, this is all wrong.
Stop gawping, boy. We must run.
Surrender yourselves unto me! I would feast upon your ether! None shall stand against the wind!
Oh dear. I'm just gonna
Bear
sit back.
witness to the glory of the Empire!
The ultimate weapon.
It is you who will suffer, Garuda. Ancient Alec had ways of dealing with your kind. Now, look on their ultimate weapon, Icon, and despair.
No! No! No!
Magnificent. It exceeds all expectation.
This ain't good.
With each primal it consumes, it grows more powerful. A marvel, is it not?
Such is the fate of those who oppose the Empire. There will be no warriors of light to save you this time.
Says you.
If your leaders are as wise as they are reported, they will surrender.
I still think you're underestimating
skills are
me.
Impressive, but they will not be enough.
You're underestimating me. How can those gain magic? Just it should be able to fly with wings like that.
12, have mercy. What chance have we against such an ungodly creation? And who was that armored devil?
That was Gaius van Balsar, legatus of the 14th Imperial Legion and supreme commander of the Garlean invasion force in Eorzea.
Of course. The Black Wolf. How could I not realize? Grandfather mentions him in his journal.
I was never so naive as to think the man would abandon his ambitions. But these developments are beyond my worst expectations. What have you been doing these past 5 years? How could something of this magnitude have escaped the Alliance's attention?
We heard no whispers, saw no signs. In the wake of the calamity, the Empire seized land and built outposts, but that was the extent of their aggression.
Damn it, Gaius! Where in the 7 hells did you find that thing?
It has been a day of unexpected developments, but the fact remains, Garuda is no longer a threat. While I take no comfort in the manner of her downfall, it does mean that we may safely put the matter of the primals to one side, for the time being at least.
Which just leaves the matter of Gaius's new toy.
Indeed. That weapon poses the greatest threat to Eorzea. It must be destroyed. But first, we must needs find out all we can. Let us make for Vesper Bay. We shall rebuild the Scions. All is not yet lost, my friend. For we bear the light, and shall surely lead our people from the darkness.
You mean I bear the light? I don't see any other Warriors of Light popping up. The only other one with the Echo is currently in captivity. Well, that was an experience I'd rather not have again. Something's been troubling me, Malzen. Shortly before the Black Wolf took center stage, when Garuda attempted to claim you as her own, I could have sworn I saw, but surely I was mistaken. Times of great stress, the evidence of the eye is apt to be misread, even by the most intriguing mind. Forget I mentioned it, but return to the subject of our earlier discussion, we may consider the matter of the primals closed until further notice. No beast tribe would dare summon their gods so long as that weapon exists. Truly a more effective deterrent than I could not imagine. It also seems a shame to plot its destruction. What's to stop us from hijacking it? This past time we returned to the Waking Sands. To leave our headquarters in disrepair any longer would be a dishonor to the memory of those who fell there. We've been brought to our knees, but we will rest, rebuild, and rise once more. Don't see the need to spend unnecessary gil. And Mr. Taru. It's also eerie having so few people in here. This being a mess. So who do we have left? Oh. Tell me, Valzen, does aught here strike you as odd? See signs of recent habitation. Could it be that we have trespassers? Mayhap it is just my imagination. Come, let us proceed into the solar. If we do... Hmm? Ida! I'm not surprised Y'shtola hadn't been caught either. Oh, that's good. What about Thancred? Yep. It's a shame there's no actual sleep.
Hear, feel, think.
Oh hi, oh hi, Dylan. Eh? This is the bleeding end times.
Bringer of light.
It's about time we had to talk.
Brave gatherer of the crystals, thy soul burneth bright. I am Hydaelyn, all made one. Hearken unto me now, for the darkness doth begin to spread. Wear thee the bearer of the crimson brand, for he is the avatar of shadow, whom death attendeth always. The crystals shall be thy salvation, thy blade and shield both. Steel thyself, for at the appointed hour thou shalt stare into the heart of darkness. Go with caution, my child, but fear not, for I am ever with thee.
There you are. All right. Oh dear. Of course. I think this is where I'm going to call the stream. Thank you all for tuning in, those who did. I'll be doing this again next week. As for what I'll be doing instead of Plan of Lana, I have some thoughts. Still not entirely sure yet. Can take a gander through my library. I have quite a selection to choose from. It's hard to say what it will be, but yeah, if any of y'all want to check me out on different places, you can follow me on Twitter at The Rippington. And as always, until next time, folks.